Jai Hind children, let us continue the chapter water. Next topic is depletion of water table. Water drawn from under the ground gets replenished by seepage of rainwater. The water table does not get affected as long as we draw as much as water as is replenished by natural processes. However, water table may go down if the water is not sufficiently replenished. This may happen due to many reasons: increase in population, industrial and agricultural activities are some common factors affecting water table. Scanty rainfall is another factor that may deplete the water table. Yet another factor affecting water table could be deforestation and decrease in the effective area for seepage of water. First reason for depletion of water table. Increasing population creates demand for construction of houses, shops, offices, roads and pavements. This decreases the open areas like parks and playgrounds. This in turn decreases the seepage of rainwater into the ground.
World population, as we all know, is increasing fast. People need more space for houses, shops, offices, roads and pavements. Construction of new buildings reduces open areas like parks and playgrounds. Laying of concrete roads prevents seepage of rainwater into the ground. Moreover, a large quantity of water is required for construction work. Groundwater is often used for this purpose. All these factors lead to the depletion of groundwater.
Next reason is increasing industries. Water is used by all the industries. Almost everything that we use needs water somewhere in its production process. The number of industries is increasing continuously. Water used by most of the industries is drawn from the ground.
Industry forms the backbone of the modern world. It is impossible to imagine life without industries. Almost all the products that we use in our daily lives, such as clothes, paper, medicines, cosmetics, etc., are industrial products. Industrialization is an ongoing process that will never come to an end. New industries are being set up every day to meet the growing needs of a rising population. These industries draw tons of groundwater every day for use in production processes, thereby depleting it.
Next is agricultural activities. A majority of farmers in India depend upon rains for irrigating their crops. Irrigation systems such as canals are there only in a few places. Even these systems may suffer from lack of water due to erratic rainfall. Therefore, farmers have to use groundwater for irrigation. Population pressure on agriculture forces increasing uses of groundwater day by day. This results in depletion of water table.
You must have read in newspapers and seen on TV the hardship that a failed crop causes to a farmer. In India, even today, a large number of farmers depend on rains to water their fields. Crops fail when rainfall is scanty. Hence, there is a greater emphasis on irrigation. Irrigation systems like drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, etc. are promoted to ensure regular water supply to crops, whether there is rain or no rain. Irrigation draws on groundwater, thereby leading to its depletion.
Next is about distribution of water.
You are watching news on TV. Floods are reported in one part of the world. In another part, there is a severe drought. Does it sound strange to you that floods and droughts should occur at the same time? The reason for this strange coexistence is the uneven distribution of water across the countries of the world. Even within a country, water resources are unequally distributed across regions. While there are deserts that receive scanty rainfall, there are humid regions that receive bountiful rainfall. 17% of the total world population is in India. But to support it, India has only 4% of the world's fresh water resources. As a result, India is facing acute water shortage. The situation is likely to worsen with population growing at a fast pace. On your way to school, you notice water overflowing from the overhead tanks in your locality. You see people using running water to wash their cars. You notice water leaking from a water tanker. All of us, knowingly or unknowingly, waste water during brushing, bathing, washing, and other activities. We allow rainwater to flow into ditches and get wasted. Does this wastage upset you? It should. Fresh water is, no doubt, renewable, but it is finite and gets depleted by mismanagement and indiscriminate use. If we collect and store all the rainwater that falls on terraces, roads, and pavements instead of letting it run into the ditches, we could actually have vast reserves of water. Collecting, storing, and conserving rainwater is called rainwater harvesting. Bawri, the traditional way of collecting water, can be revived. Bawris are step wells that store water. The store water can be reached by descending a few steps. Bawris can also be multi-storied. A farmer can use the drip irrigation system to water his fields and conserve water. Drip irrigation is a technique of watering plants by making use of narrow tubings which deliver water directly at the base of the plant. Let us study the effect of water scarcity on plants. You are out on a holiday. When you return home after a week, you see that your plants have wilted. Why? You know the reason very well. They did not get water for a week. Plants need water to get nutrients from the soil to prepare their food. Non-availability of water causes them to wilt and ultimately die. Thus, the scarcity of water will wipe out the green carpet from the earth's surface, resulting in less rainfall and also reduced oxygen supply. Loss of plants and trees also means loss of food. Thus, prolonged scarcity of water will make survival of every life form impossible on earth.
To conserve water, you can try these water-wise habits, such as turn off taps while brushing, mop the floor instead of washing, etc.